Okay, welcome back to Limit Trade. So I want to give you guys the update of last week. Today is Saturday, so I want to give you guys how Pmms played out last week. Now, as you can see, we are on the US100, that is Nasdaq. The asset Nasdaq. Now you can see on Monday it played out smooth. We wait for the 9:30. Well, first we'll look for trade at the 2 a.m. bell. That's the London section, but we didn't see any trade. We saw a trend line, clean one, as you can see that's liquidity, and we wait for the 9:30 bell. This is the new week opening gap. So price fill that first, going towards the New York open, and after that we put in a buy to target the Asian high because what price to the Asian low first. That's the rule of the PMMS section, right? That is the rule of the PMMS strategy. You can see price to the Asian low went into the new week opening gap and we targeted the Asian high and this also high. That's what we got out. On Monday, we tried to look for a sell. I sold the but price stopped me out, so that was a losing trade. On Wednesday wasn't a losing trade, but price did get to our target, which is this low. Yeah. So we took off something from here because it got to the Asian low, but I wanted it to get to this low here. Price didn't get that, so I took off 70% and I got stopped at the mini 30%. I sold here again, but I wouldn't call that PMS because it came to take another liquidity before coming down. But I sold here, so I also cut this move because that was 9:30 opening. That's New York PM. Then in the afternoon, the same thing happened. We didn't see any trade in the AM, but in New York 9:30, we just bought to the high. Liquidity, remember I told you liquidity is where market will be going next. Very simple, that's all you need. Liquidity is where market will be going next. Then on Friday, same thing again. After price open, wait for the 2 a.m. bell, that's the London section to open. Price reverse into the fair value gap, that is the inversion fair value gap, and we just bought straight to this relative equal high. So that was my target, and that was why Friday was smooth and give us the distance. So you can see the whole week was quite profitable except on Tuesday on Nasdaq. So let's go to US 30. Now if you can see US 30 to give us quite the run through. So on Monday there wasn't any trade. We sold but we got stopped out because I was expecting it to come here but it didn't do that. Tuesday was quite the sweetest. We put in a buy trade to the upside, and as you can see, that didn't give us any stress at all. The liquidity, remember liquidity, so price just went to our take profit once. On Wednesday, same thing with the Nasdaq. After we sold, price got to the Asian low. We took out 70% because that's the rule, and we had to target the next liquidity. Well, price didn't get there. It reversed and stopped us out from the mini 30%. Then on Thursday, you can see liquidity we sold, then straight to the Asian low, then straight to this low. That was my initial target was actually around this low. That's why I got up. Kept on dropping. Friday we bought to this liquidity, all this trend line liquidity, and this high, this buy and buy side liquidity. Let's go to that place. Then gold, same thing on gold. Let's go on Monday. We didn't see any trade on Monday. Tuesday, the trade was quite funny because we sold on this high. The price didn't get there. Well, I think I got that around the opening price because I was saying this bullish move from an inversion fair value gap there, so I got out around the place. Then on Wednesday we didn't see any trade, so we don't mind the chicken making noise. On Wednesday we didn't see any trade. Thursday, there was trade, but it happened very late. Price took this long. Kind of bought around here. I put a buy stop around here. My stop loss was here. So it got to take profit, but that was not PMS though. So gold was quite terrible this week. We didn't have any quite smooth trade outflow. You understand? So same thing. Oil was quite profitable. Now, as you can see, what happened in oil? We had this trend line. I was targeting the high. It didn't take the low, so I was waiting for it to take the Asian low. It came down, it did it here. Then we put in a buy, but it was so slow that you had to take that trade completed the next day. But you can see we have the trend line liquidity. Price broke out, we traced, touched it here, put in a buy, taking the Asian low. I think my buy was around here. You can see that box. Yes, I put in a buy here. Then the next day it got to take profit. I was expecting to go in at 2 because of the new week opening gap, but it didn't do that. So on on Tuesday, sorry, I put in a sell and it tops it out. Then we'll put another sell in the next kill zone, which is 7 to 8, New York section, and Polar just went down, and that was a massive win for us. I think this liquidity I was targeting was around, it was down. I don't want to go back, but I think it was around here. Yes, there's a certain liquidity I was targeting here. So that's why I got out from here. Then on Wednesday, too, you can see we made money on Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday we sold because price took the Asian high. I was expecting to take this high, but it didn't. It was showing sign of reversal because of that drop. Then it went into the fair value gap and dropped quick, and that's what we got at. I think I got it around here. It didn't get to the Asian low, but the price was outside the Q zone. I just closed my trade, but it was a winning trade. Then on Wednesday, you can see it took the Asian low and we targeted the Asian high. On Thursday, sorry, that was quite very smooth. Then on Friday, same thing, took the Asian high. We targeted the Asian low and more liquidity. The liquidity I was targeting, my take profit was quite here. This was my target, but I wanted it to just drop out for and clear these relative equal lows, which I'm sure is going to do next week. But you can see it went already. I took 70% off around here because of this kill zone that was opening, and what happened? It came up and stopped us out. Sorry with the chicken noise, just making noise all day. Now, that is all for the PMMS strategy. Always keeping you guys updated weekly, so you know how the strategy has been playing out, and you know that the tragedy was fully created by me and that's helped thousands of my students to scale up their trading journey. And I hope you're also learning one or two things here. So take care of yourself and have a nice day.